Hi everyone. For a writing workshop today, I want to teach you that writers introduce their characters in chapter 1. They put a lot of details about those characters into chapter 1 to introduce them, to show the reader who they are, what they like, all those things you wrote about your main character to practice, all of their likes, their dislikes. A lot of those things show up in chapter 1. I'm going to show you what I mean with the book Henry and Mudge and the Happy Cat. There are 3 chapters in this book, but look at how the first chapter starts. One night, Henry and Henry's father and Henry's big dog Mudge were watching TV. Oops, I'm going to skip a little bit. So they ran to the door, and there was the shabbiest cat Henry had ever seen. It had a saggy belly, skinny legs, and fur that looked like mashed prunes. Henry and Henry's father and Henry's big dog Mudge stood in the door and looked at the shabby cat. They described the cat in the beginning. The other thing they did in the beginning is, if you've never read a Henry and Mudge book, they talk about the main characters. They introduce them right away. It's important for you to introduce your characters right away, right on the first page. These characters were introduced. And then the character of the shabby cat was introduced early in the story too. That's why it's called Henry and Mudge and the Happy Cat. This is a new character for the Henry and Mudge books, but it was introduced in the beginning. And then the rest of the book goes on to talk about what happens with the cat and Mudge and Henry. I wanted to use this book to show you that it is important to introduce your characters, at least your main characters, right away in your story. Today I am asking you to write chapter 1 of your book. Chapter 1 can just be 1 page. It doesn't have to be long, but you're going to include most of your characters, and you're going to include an adventure that they go on or something that happens, something that might be interesting about those characters. But again, the teaching point that I'm making today is that your characters, or most of the characters of your book, are introduced right in chapter 1. So have fun writing that today, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.